Welcome back. In this video, I almost wrecked it all. Crisis averted. Luckily, I was out there to save the day, or I would have broke my end mill bit and likely messed up this portion of the project. But ifs and buts. I was out there and everything was okay. So all is right with the world. So anyways, these are the sides that I designed up for the Trebuchet. They come up pretty good. I had some issues with the staining, as you'll see later on at the end. But it is what it is. I may end up repainting them. We'll find out at a later date. It did take a couple days for all the stain to dry. Again, I just wanted to remind you guys that there is a collaboration giveaway going on with myself and Dillons Woodworks. Mike over there is just a really good dude. He does sawmilling. He's building a solar kiln. He built a chicken coop. So go on over there and follow the links in the description. Go on over to Mike's channel, subscribe, and then follow the link to our giveaway and enter to win that. It ends on the 1st, and it came out really good. I carved some red oak with a three-dimensional relief of oak leaves, and then he used those as the sides to a tradesman style toolbox. Came out really good. He did a really good job putting it together. I can't take much of the credit. I used a machine for my portion, and he built it all himself. So I think he said he used hickory on the handle and on the handle supports. I don't know what you call it, but it looks really nice. So be sure to go and enter that. It ends on the 1st. And like I said, you'll need to be subscribed to both channels. So go ahead and do that. And thanks for watching. I'll be back at the end. If you have any questions or comments, or if you want to laugh at me in the comments for staining this the way I did, feel free. I am open to criticism. I never claimed to be a master woodworker, and my experience with staining and varnishing and stuff is limited to none. So I learned the lesson. You probably don't want to let it sit overnight. Anyways, well, subscribe, and I'll see you at the end. Thanks. Okay, crisis averted. But I'm not going to be able to finish the profile cut. I'm going to have to cut it out on the bandsaw. What happened was, this is totally my mistake. See how I have this clamped? It's putting pressure. I don't have this all the way underneath, and I should. It snapped the other side because it was like this over there. It got to be too thin. and the little tiny bit of material that was holding it snapped, which allowed this to move. And luckily I was here. Had I not been out here, I would have probably lost my brand new end mill bit. Probably would have ruined the whole project, or at least this side of the project. Luckily I screwed it to the, I went through a few of these little 1/8 of an inch holes that I profiled out. Luckily or pocketed, I mean. Luckily I made those, and so now I'm just gonna have to take it on the bandsaw and cut the last 1/8 of an inch or whatever. All right, here they are. So this is the look I wanted, that really, really dark stain in the middle. So I left the stain sitting on overnight, and there was an issue with it. For one, this didn't differentiate itself from the lower carved out material. So it was a little bit of a problem. And the other problem was it was so tacky. It took like a 1.5 days, 2 days to actually dry to where I could touch it and felt comfortable enough to sand off the surface material. But I think it looks okay. I don't know if you're supposed to stain that way. I've never done it. Every time I've used stain, I've always wiped it off within half an hour at the longest. But I don't know. Any of you experts out there, feel free to let me know in the comments. But that's what I did, and that's how it ends up. So it's not horrible. But we'll see. By the time it's all said and done, this may actually end up being black and yellow. We'll see. But I want to let this totally thoroughly dry anyway before I start painting it. But for now, for the sake of this video, it's done. I did have one issue. There must have been some structural fatigue in this portion of the wood here. Maybe with this piece of grain that runs through, because it just split off. So that was a little bit of a Debbie Downer, but there's still a good over 1/4 inch or so of material there to dig down into the chassis. So I don't see it being a big deal at all. Well, anyway, the bearings are going to go in here, and they fit, so that's good. I've already tried them. And I think that's about it for this video. I'm going to have the design portion for the carriage or chassis part of this build for the Trebuchet coming up in a few days. So stay tuned for that. Click that subscribe button, hit that notification button. And on to a little bit of side note, the giveaway is going along really, really good. Better than I'd hoped. And if anybody you don't really know what's going on, Mike from Dillons Woodwork, we've collaborated to give away a toolbox. I carved up a 3D relief of oak leaves on the side of a couple pieces of red oak, and I sent them over to Mike, and he turned them into an old school tradesman style toolbox. And now we're giving them to you guys. And the giveaway is coming down to an end here. It ends on the 1st. So be sure to go follow the links in the description. Go to Mike's channel and subscribe. He does a lot of sawmilling stuff. He's building a solar kiln at the moment. He does live streams. I think he calls them Saturday Night Live. So check him out. Subscribe to his channel. And then go over, follow the link to the giveaway, and enter the giveaway, or enter to win the giveaway. And like I said, it ends on the 1st. So I appreciate you guys watching. Hit that subscribe button, please. Thumb the video up, and I hope you have a great day. Till the next video, I'm out.